All right, so in this video, I wanted to give you guys my top 10 comfortable sneakers for everyday wear. So the reason why I wanted to do this video is because there's some comfort sneakers that I absolutely love that are just too soft and squishy for the average consumer out there. So because of that, I wanted to give you guys my list of just everyday comfort sneakers. Ones that are comfortable, have a good amount of cushioning, but not the max cushion stuff that I personally prefer. This video is gonna be sponsored by Whatnot. If you haven't heard of Whatnot before, I'm sure most of you guys have. I've been doing live shows over there for a while now, and I'm doing a handful more shows, and I'll have them listed on the screen right now so you guys can see the future dates that I have for my shows. I'm gonna be doing a couple shows in August, the next one being August 15th at 10 a.m. If you guys wanna join me over there, feel free to do that. Also, I'll be doing a show on the 29th, and then September 5th, 12th, and then the 19th as well. Once the kids are back in school, it's gonna be a lot easier to run those shows. But appreciate anybody that joins in on my auctions. Basically, I'm gonna be doing dollar auctions for just random stuff that I have in my room, collectible things, Lego, as well as a bunch of different sneakers that I have in my collection and other ones that I've bought. Also, I'll have some Supreme and Kiss stuff on sprinkled in as well. Again, August 15th, 10 a.m. is the next show. If you guys do use my link in the description of the video, it will give you $15 free credit to use on Whatnot. It's for first-time buyers only, and you don't have to buy something from my show. You can buy anything, but it gives you guys $15 free credit, which is better than the $10 that it used to be in the past. Anyways, back to the video. Outside of your normal comfort sneakers of the Nike Vomero 5s, the Asics 1130s, the New Balance 990s, but there's another level of comfortable footwear for your feet that I think that my options are gonna be good for you guys. So let's go ahead and get into it. Number 10 spot though is gonna go to the Reebok Floatzig 1. Surprisingly comfortable on feet. I would say that they do fit true to size. 9.5 is what I got and what I prefer. They do run $130 for this model, but honestly really impressed with what Reebok did with this shoe. They do have 3 other models that are definitely worth a look as well that I haven't tried yet. Reebok, if you're out there listening, send them to me. I wanna try the Floatzig 1 Adventure, the Floatzig X1 at $200, and the Floatzig Symmetros as well, the other $150 runner. But for me, I've just tried the Floatzig 1 and I'm actually really impressed. It has Float Ride in the midsole, which is a technology of the foam, but then it has the ZigTech like structure of the midsole instead of the other foam that they use for ZigTech. Now it's Float Ride, but it's actually really good combination. Nice wide base as well for wide foot friendliness. There is a little bit of gaps in the midsole, outsole, so if you're gonna wear these in the mud, expect to be washing them. But overall, I think it's a great option for everyday comfort. They did overall a really nice job on this one, and it's nice to see some forward progress from Reebok. Next on the list is gonna go to the Hoka Arahi 7s. Now, typically for comfort sneakers, I would go with the Hoka Cliftons. That's my favorite. The Clifton 9 right now is my favorite from Hoka. However, if you're looking for something a little bit more firmer, a little bit more stable, then the Arahi 7s I think is the one for you. It's $145, they fit true to size. Overall, I think it's a nice looking shoe as well, but it does have a firmer comfort on the midsole. Again, if you're looking for softer, go with the Cliftons. But after trying the Arahi 7s, I think this is the one that people are gonna gravitate towards for a little bit more of a firm fit. So the number 8 spot on the list at only $90, this is a fun one, but from Nike, we have the Journey Run. You have comfy ride cushioning in the midsole. I've never heard of this technology before, but this is on the lower tiered model at 90 bucks. And overall, I was actually really impressed with this product. It has a pretty nice feel on feet. It's a pretty nice, stylish looking shoe as well. And again, the retail is only $90, so that's a nice plus. Fit was true to size for me. I went with the 9.5, happy with that option. And again, surprised with the comfort of the shoe. The upper is decent, the tongue padding as well as the heel padding is decent, and the midsole is actually a pretty nice midsole as well. Pretty soft, not as soft as like Zoom X, but overall pretty comfortable. And because it's not as soft as like Zoom X, I would say, I would think that this would be a good option for people for everyday wear. Alternatively, if you want to go like the extremer version, then the Invincible Run is the one to go with, which is double the price at like $180 or so. The Journey Runs only being $90 is half the price, but I think it's easy to say that you get more than half the performance from this model. It's definitely a good one for the price. All right, so number 7 on the list is gonna go to the New Balance Fuel Cell Propel V5. This one retails at $120 and a fit would be true to size in my opinion as well. They also do offer wide versions for those people that prefer it, and I actually prefer wide usually when I do fuel cells, so I like that they have that option. I think it's a pretty nice model overall, and this might be the softest, squishiest sneaker on this countdown because the Propel is pretty soft underfoot. However, I wanted to throw these in there in the mix because it is a nice, more cost-effective version than the Rebels at $140, and overall, it's a pretty nice pair of sneakers. If you guys are new to the fuel cell line, this is gonna be the one that you're gonna be like, what the heck? These things are crazy soft on feet. I personally think it's great, and it's the V5 version. I haven't seen a Rebel V5 yet. We've only had the V4, but the Propel's been around for 5 versions, and I think this might be the softest version that they have so far. Number 6 spot is gonna go to the Nike Lunar Roam. Now, this is one of those shoes that I personally really like. This does feature that lunar midsole, which is an older throwback one from Nike. It's a little bit firmer than the stuff that we have now, like the React X, the Zoom X, even Cushionline 2.0. This is firmer, which is why it is on this list. I think it's overall a pretty comfortable pair though, and definitely one that I enjoy. 150 at retail, they do fit true size. And again, this is just my opinion. If you have a difference in opinion for sizing and stuff, leave that in the comment section. But I like the option of having like a retro feel on a new runner. But the Lunar Roam was one that I was pretty impressed with and just overall comfortable on feet. Not too soft and squishy, but decent amount of balance there, and I liked it. It was pretty good. You can get them on sale now as well for under 150 in some select sizes. Again, I'll link them as well as everything else in the description of the video. All right, so we made it to the top 5. The number 5 spot for myself is gonna go to the Adidas Supernova Rise. This is a model that I like quite a bit. It's $140 at retail. It feels like a great all day, everyday sort of pair, an average sort of racehorse training sneaker. It's not too soft and squishy on feet, but there's definitely some nice added comfort. I think it's a good option. Retail is $140, and again, I went true to size. They do have 4 different versions of the Supernovas with Dream Strike Plus, including the Rises, the Solutions, and then also the Strides, and then the more expensive Primas. I have video reviews of all of those on my channel. Personally, I prefer the Rises over the more expensive Primas just because of the padding on the tongue is a little bit more relaxed, which I personally prefer. I feel like this is a good option, again, for every day. And the midsole cushioning is nice with the Dream Strike Plus. Overall, I think it's a win for Adidas just to have a variety of different things other than just Adidas Boost out there. They have a lot of great offerings. But it's a pair that I keep coming back to in my rotation, one that I wear every day. So I was like, this is kind of a perfect one for this video. And moving on to the number 4 spot, we have another one from Adidas, and this one comes in at $130. Pleasantly surprised with this one. This is the Adidas Adizero SL2. Summertime right now, this is the one that I'm wearing more than the Supernova Rises just because this is a more breathable, lightweight option, but it's surprisingly comfortable on feet as well. The midsole improvements that they made from the V1 of this is incredible, but overall, I'm like, it's soft, but it's like snappy feeling as well. You don't feel like you're surrounded in too much foam. There's a good amount of cushioning though, and definitely one that I really, really enjoy, especially the price tag being $130 intro level, like that's a big plus. I expect that we'll see these on sale here and there in the future. When they dropped at $100, originally I was so stoked to post this for you guys, but then they pulled them from sale, so hopefully they'll come out on sale again soon. A great option though for you guys. Great option though if you're looking for something lightweight, breathable, and something that has a good amount of forefoot and heel squish in the midsole, but not too much. I would say the Propels are a little bit softer and squishier overall on feet than these, but these are on the soft end of the spectrum. Getting into the top 3, we have the New Balance 880 V14. Now this is a great option for those people that really like the 1080 V13s, but they're too soft for you, then you want to try the 880 V14s. It has a little bit more stability built into them just because the foam is a little bit firmer than that of the 1080s. They are $140 at retail. Fit is true to size for myself. I do not get a wide version. I do in the fuel cell. I don't get a wide version in the fresh foam. They make them wide enough for me usually that I'm okay. But it is kind of nice that they actually offer narrow versions as well as standard wide and extra wide in this model. This is their go-to model, I think, for the masses, and I think that they do a great job on it. It is definitely one that gets a lot of shine from the runner's perspective as well, but it's one that I think that you can wear all day, every day, and I think you're gonna be pretty happy with the results. I wore my pair when I got them pretty much every single day, not something I regret at all. Definitely a comfortable pair, worth a look and a try. If you guys are interested, again, link in the description. If you want something softer and squishier from New Balance, they do have a couple different options. The more V5s are coming out pretty soon. I will have a review on those when they drop because I can't wait to try those. But the 1080 V13s, I think, if you want softer and squishier, unbelievable. The heel toe, soft squishy feel in the 1080 V13s are my favorite thing, maybe to date. Like, it's just such an incredible feel. But if you want a little bit firmer, then these are a great option. All right, so moving on to the number 2 spot on this countdown is gonna be the Nike Pegasus 41. I really, really like this model. I definitely wear this one all the time. It's $140 at retail, and they do fit true to size in my opinion as well. I think that this is a pretty tremendous shoe. It does feature Nike React X in the midsole, so it is a little bit different than we've seen in the past, but the overall feel on feet, I'm like, dude, this is a really, really solid option. They also do offer wide versions for those people that want that. I did not get a wide version, and I'm happy with the results. Overall, I like the feel of the upper of the shoe. First of all, the tongue, the heel cushioning is nice, the ventilation in the toe box is great, but then you get to the midsole with the React X, and it's soft and squishy, but not too soft and squishy in my opinion. It's a good all-around pair, which is why I'm recommending it to you guys. I think traditionally the Pegasus has been Nike's racehorse training shoe. It's no secret there, but it's one that they've evolved through the years 41 times, and this version is a soft version, not, again, too soft and squishy, but good enough where I'm like, this is a great option for feet that if you want something for every day, if you want something for vacation, this is gonna be a really, really solid option. Now, if you want something softer on feet, I think the Vomero 17s is still a little bit softer on foot. That does feature a dual density, I believe, and it has Zoom X on it. But the Pegasus 41, really impressed. And I think this might be my favorite Pegasus standard baseline model that they've released to date. And before we get into the number one spot, if you guys enjoy the content, please drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and again, links in the description to buy any of this stuff if you guys would like. Helps support the channel when you guys do. But the number one spot for me is gonna be the Adidas Ultraboost 5X. This is the newest, latest, and greatest version of the Adidas Ultraboost, and they do retail at $180, and they fit true to size in my opinion. I feel like when I tried these on originally without anything else on, I was like, okay, it's an Ultraboost, like the next level Ultraboost. It's pretty comfortable, overall great on feet. Then I tried them on next to the 19s, the 20s, the 21, 22s, and the Ultraboost lights, and I'm like, okay, like this is the most comfortable version of the Ultraboost that I've tried on thus far. The midsole stack is quite a bit bigger. The forefoot specifically has more cushioning than we've seen in the past, but the reason why this is on this list is even with all that cushioning on it, it's not like super soft and squishy like other stuff that we have on the market, like the Fresh Foam 1080 V13s. Those are crazy soft and squishy comparison to the Ultraboost 5s. But for those people that want something that is a little bit firmer, everyday sort of wear, overall good feel on feet, I think the Ultraboost 5X is a great option. Now, the main difference between the 5 and the 5X is the midsole cage. The midsole cage on the 5 sticks out. The midsole cage on the 5X is kind of integrated in the shoe. I think the 5X is a better option for your feet as well, because some people don't like the plastic cage on the sides of the shoe. It kind of digs into some people's ankles from some angles. I haven't had that problem, but some people have in the past. So if you don't want to have that as a potential issue, I think the 5X is going to be the better option for you. A lot of people were saying that these are just running sneakers. I like that they took them back and made them into a running sneaker, but it's also a shoe that you can enjoy casually as well. I only complain, I wish it just had a standard tongue like the original Ultraboost 1.0 tongue. I like the fit of that better than these sock-like fit Ultraboost 5Xs, but I do understand why they have them the way they do. And because of the extra lockdown, the stability is there, and the overall feeling is really good on feet. It's definitely one that I keep going back to right now because summertime, again, it's nice, breathable, and overall very comfortable option for your feet, but not too comfortable, which is why it's in this number one spot of this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video and it was a little bit different. If you guys want a softer and squishier, most comfortable video, I have a bunch of those on the channel. I have an updated list coming soon as well. Because there's a lot of new stuff coming on the market. It's crazy. And everybody's comfort levels, again, are different in general, but also in footwear. And so I'm doing this video for you guys. And have a good rest of the day. Hopefully you'll see you back on the channel for some more sneaker content very soon. All right, peace, guys.